Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, firstly, depending on where you are in the world. I'm going to introduce myself. In this first one, I was like, what do I do? What do I say? And the truth is, I'm here to tell you about my story of misplacing my voice. But the point is, who even am I, right? So I go by the name DuchessDaphne. That is my stage name. It's a combination of my middle name and my grandma's name, and it's a name that I hold very dear to me, and it's very special, and it's a bit of a mouthful. DuchessDaphne. Most people shorten it and they just call me Duchess, or they just call me Daphne. It's DuchessDaphne, okay? So, I have been taking music seriously for 4 years, since lockdown, essentially. And sorry, the thoughts that are coming through as I'm trying to just take my time to get into this. I was always songwriting. For years I've been songwriting. When I was younger, I did a really quick session in, I think, what was a Sony Studios, because I'd come up with this song, and a friend of a friend was like, do you want to go down to the studio and like record it? And I was like, sure, just there, not thinking anything of it. And then no experience from the age of 16 all the way up until probably the next 10 years. I was just focusing on my childcare career. Excuse me. So for ages, I just had music in the back of my mind. It was like, when are you going to think about me? When are you going to, explore me? Like, hello, hi, I'm here all the time and you're not doing anything about me. And that voice just grew louder and louder and louder. So cut a long story short, I was managing nurseries, which was my last position where I feel like I was really working on my career. And I said, you know what? I can't try to manage nurseries and on the side just constantly want to songwrite and want to be out of here and want to be working on that journey and seeing what it could be for me. So I quit and took a job that was way less responsibility and way less money at the time to facilitate more mental space and physical space and spiritual space for me to explore myself as an artist. And obviously in your mind you take that risk and you make that choice, and subconsciously somewhere you're like, so tomorrow morning, brand new life, start the new job, the music's gonna, honey, life said and God said no. So that was just the beginning of it. I started the job, I didn't like it, I was doing music at home. I got loads and loads of time to do music during lockdown. We'll go into that in another session. But anyway, the point is, the story I'm sharing now is, as you can hear, also I have a cold at the moment. The story I'm sharing now is about what's been happening for me over the last 9 months. Today is the 17th of May, I want to say. Is that right? Or no? Let me just... Yep, 17th of May. And essentially I've been having issues since last year, August. I haven't performed since then. And yeah, I just want to take you on this journey. I just need to tell you guys about this journey. Like, you don't understand, this journey has been crackers. It's been crazy. It's been nonsense. But it's also been so... I mean, what I realized is that if I'm going to be on this journey and this journey is going to be painful, I'm going to have to learn things along the way. Otherwise, what is the point of this? What is the point of this? I might as well have just given up. So yeah, that's a bit about me. I am half Jamaican, quarter German and quarter Scottish. It is believed that, well, I don't know exactly where far back in my heritage that my family were Cuban. But a lot of the time people meet me and they think that I'm Cuban or in fact, I've had many different countries, but there is Cuban in here somewhere. Okay, so those are my backgrounds, and I am mixed race. I have loved reggae music since I was a young child. My dad was always playing reggae around the house at birthday parties, you know, but he started off with proper roots reggae where all you can hear is the bass. That's all you want. You just want the bass, and I just used to stand by the speakers and just love to hear the bass and love the vibrations and love like the feeling and the warmth that reggae music brought to the party, basically. So it's always been close to my heart, always. And you know, I'm an absolute lover of Bob Marley. Sorry, I need a bit of tea. It's at a good temperature now too. I love Bob Marley. People ask me, who's your favorite reggae singer? Now, it's Bob Marley. I love how he brought reggae into the commercial space. I love how that happened over time, but at the same time he was able to put his political opinions into it, and he was able to just spread this message of love throughout, to the point that people who are fighters, not lovers, even felt like it was trendy. Okay, I love that. So a lot of my inspiration through songwriting comes from Erykah Badu, Amy Winehouse and Bob Marley. And I say inspiration because I love a story to be told. I love their tones. Like, those are probably three of my favorite tones in terms of singers. And I just go into another world. I can just go into another world, you know. And hopefully you can relate, you know, with your favorite artists and things like that. Excuse me. So yeah, essentially this is the introduction, and what I plan to do is take you guys on this journey with me and also educate you and, you know, tell you about things that you may not have known, because definitely along this journey I've spoken to certain people and said, you know, I had to then sort this out and check this, and I spoke to this professional and they told me that, and they're like, no way. And it's like, why would you know certain things unless you go through certain things? You just wouldn't know them. So yeah, that's what I plan to do. I welcome all the comments, I welcome all the questions, I welcome everything, because I really want this conversation to be had. One thing for me is, as soon as I misplace my voice, and I say misplaced because I didn't lose my voice. I want to make that very clear. I did not lose my voice. My voice is not lost. It was never lost. Okay? It was misplaced, literally. And I will also get into that. So the fact is, everybody said to me, oh, that's happened to loads of singers. This singer's had to do that, and this singer's gone through this operation, and this singer's gone. But nobody could tell me about the pain, about the sadness that it brought, about the grief, as it were, that it brought, about getting through day-to-day life, and how everyday things are gonna now affect me and my voice. And honestly, nobody could tell me that, and I was looking for like something, you know. And I think the more that we talk about things that are new, is the more that other people feel comfortable to start talking about things that are also not new to them, but new for them to share. So yeah, as I said, I welcome all of the comments, questions, compliments. Don't forget the compliments, okay? And yeah, I'm just really excited to share this with you. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. It's gonna be bumpy, seriously it is, because I'm gonna get emotional and I'm gonna get excited, and then it's just gonna be a lot. But what can I promise? I can promise to be honest and be open and be entertaining and be committed to telling you the whole story, from the past 9 months to the present day. Anyway, thank you for listening so far, and I can't wait to see you over at episode 2. Bye.